Hey everybody, welcome to Trauma Informed Tuesdays. I'm Nicole Miles with Miles to Go Speaking and Consulting, and today I thought we might talk about the topic of the Sunday Scaries. So I know it's Tuesday and you won't be experiencing the Sunday Scaries. Hopefully you're not experiencing them at all, but you either just got over them if this is the problem for you or they're coming up. Still wanted to talk about this because in a trauma-informed practice, in a trauma-informed organization, we need to know what our employees are going through. If you're familiar with the term Sunday Scaries but not sure exactly what it means, this is this anticipatory anxiety about re-engaging back into our workplace. And it can happen for a number of reasons, some of which are related to our work and some of which aren't. But really what happens is our body is releasing all these hormones. I'll give you a little science. There's these adrenal glands that sit on top of our kidneys, and when we get stressed and panicked, that anxiety feeling is actually the release of adrenaline and cortisol and all of these things that course through our bodies. It can interrupt sleep, it can affect our mood, and big deal for employers, for those of you with organizations, if you've got employees with Sunday Scaries, they are not coming to work on Monday morning ready to be their most productive, ready to be their most collaborative, ready to bring their problem-solving skills to you. And so you really do want to be able to address this. Now, obviously you cannot address someone's outside of work issues in work directly. You can't do anything on their weekend necessarily for them. But there are things that you can do to reduce the idea that the Sunday Scaries need to be a thing by making sure that your workplace is the most trauma-informed. Remember that this benefits our organizations and our employees. We want our employees to be feeling good. We want them to be keeping their jobs with us, to have high retention rates, so that they continue to stay with us, continue to develop skills that benefit our organization. And employees want this too. Employees want to feel good when they come to work. So one of the things that you really need to do to get to the bottom of, if you've got a lot of employees that either have a lot of call-off days on Mondays, or you're really getting slow starts to your week and you're starting to see that be a pattern, is we've got to talk in a trauma-informed practice about being transparent about that. This is a collaboration. It needs to be an opportunity to really figure out what is going on. Do you have some communication problems? Are you dealing inside your workplace with some toxic relationships? If that's going on, you've got to back up to one of those trauma-informed pillars, which is building that trust and working on those communication skills, making sure that you've made space for everybody, which means you're honoring all of our differences, you're honoring with equity all of our differences. That means our learning differences, our mental differences, but also our race, our culture, our gender differences, that those pieces are being seen and honored inside of our workplaces. And when we create these environments, the other thing to really consider is whether or not you created a place to make sure that your team is able to release those stressors when they are having them. This can be a huge change for organizations, especially organizations who may be in service spaces where there is already high stress, healthcare, advocacy, violence, domestic violence organizations, sexual assault organizations, emergency response organizations. These places have high levels of stress and anxiety built into the important and critical work they do. So taking care of your folks and making sure that they've got a place to release some of that stress, a place to release that anxiety, and people that they can safely do it with is one way to have a great trauma-informed organization and really reduce those Sunday Scaries. So I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a terrific weekend, and I hope next week, no Sunday Scaries for you. If you want to know more about working with me and getting a trauma-informed organization, you can reach out to milestogo.net, and I'm happy to talk to you about the kind of work, consulting, and training that I can do for your organization. Have a great day. Bye-bye.